So we've got a few minutes left for questions. I've got one that is kind of the same question that I'd like to pose to both of our speakers in the reverse way for each, because it seemed from their presentation that both have an incredibly sophisticated approach to database marketing and management and leveraging for their businesses, but possibly one slightly more inward and one slightly more outward. And I guess perhaps I missed some of the elements, but Tanaka, you talked quite a lot about kind of selling your own products and services. How much and to what extent do you use those databases to sell products and services for others, for kind of direct marketing and direct mail? The mic there. It's on.
So you're asking about the percentage of the
what proportion is it a priority? Are the databases, if I understood correctly, and maybe I missed an element, but it seemed most of the database kind of development and sophistication was oriented around selling your own products and services. Mm-hmm. Is there also an element of selling products and services third party?
Yes, we do. We offer our content to third parties who themselves offer database services.
Right. So actual kind of offers for direct mail or direct response purposes is a large proportion or only a minor proportion?
Both.
Okay.
Direction from that side.
Okay. And I'll pose the same question to you, but kind of the other way around. From your presentation, it seemed like most of it is actually third party. Are you also selling a lot of your own products and services, or is it primarily oriented around selling products and services for external parties?
No, we primarily sell for third parties. We are a communication company. What we sell by ourselves is something like, well, we have e-commerce in terms of software and bookshop, but it's from third party. We just have fees on what we sell.
Right. Do you see opportunity to create more content to continue in kind of, obviously you're leveraging the social communities quite heavily in order to build that community at the moment. Do you think that it would also be part of your kind of opportunity to keep building and to keep engaging with those communities to do more of your own content as well?
Yes, obviously yes. We are, with Edil Portale and Archi Portale, we are very well known as a sort of magazine, so content provider in terms of contents for construction industry and architectural industry. So content for us is...
I was thinking more in terms of paid content or paid products.
We don't think to let people pay contents. Our philosophy is free content and get business on sponsor and on companies that want to in some way intercept this kind of people that is having that kind of content.
Right. And Tanaka mentioned earlier that, and I used to work for McGraw-Hill, so I can imagine the conversation between McGraw-Hill suggesting the way we should go forward and Nikkei saying, no, actually, we're going to do it our way. But you know, culturally, in Japan, you mentioned that if there is a low price, it's not seen as a value. And obviously, that's continued to be the case through the business model. Is there a counterpoint to the fact that in Italy, with at least your vertical, that you're not charging, that Italians expect content to be free? I guess that question is for you. Sorry.
No, well, yes, I think there's a different cultural approach, but there's also a philosophy on internet you have to match when you try to do your business model. Since we started in 1999, we approached to content provide. We think that, well, when we talk about architecture, it's very nice to look at good pictures on reviews and high quality pictures and so on. So we don't want to be a substitution of magazines, paper magazines. We want to give people a different content that is more suitable for internet people. And this is a sort of not high-level content, high-level quality content, but a sort of very spreadable content.
Right, sharing
content, because internet is fast and is easy to access to everybody. So that is the value in our philosophy in content providing for architecture and construction. And matching this philosophy, obviously we cannot think that people should pay for this kind of content.
Right.
And with Archilovers, we are also a kind of social network. So we use in some way the data of people, and so we have to give them back something. That means that we have to give them back contents and services for free in order to let all the system be in equilibrium with our sponsors, our clients.
And I wanted to clarify something. You said that you actually delete people from the database if they are inactive. Does that mean if they don't open an email or if they don't respond to an email within 4 weeks, which is a very short time period, they're gone?
Yes, we have a very big issue in cleaning the mailing list, because now spam guards, that means the algorithm of mail provider, have very sophisticated capabilities trying to understand if you are a spammer or not. So if you have 100 emails, you send these 100 emails, and you have something like 10% failure, the provider thinks that you are a spammer because the account you are trying to reach doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
So it is much more useful for us to have to delete this kind of user that in 4 weeks doesn't interact or doesn't read or doesn't click.
So the definition of interact is literally as plain and simple as didn't open an email.
Yes, we can see if they open the email,
right.
Even if they open the email, because when they open the email, they are downloading an images with a user
No,
ID.
of course. It's just, I mean, average open rates is 10%, so you're must be in a constant battle of renewal to keep that database vibrant.
No, average rates for us is 40%.
Okay.
Because it's very specialized.
Right.
And in 40% when we send one email, but in 4 weeks, that people should have received something like at least 60, 70 emails from us.
Right,
and
okay.
If he's not interested in opening one of that 60 or 70 emails, it's not interested
okay.
in our contents.
Well, we're about out of time, but I have one more question for Tanaka, because obviously the Italian model is very much around social. How much is social a part of your renewal of databases?
Social is obviously a very important element for us too. Social is used by our editors to spread the content that we produce, and we also use social to attract the community, to attract people, users to our community. So yes, social is a very important element for us too.
And they get some level of free content by virtue of the relationship, or is it, what is the kind of engagement that you're creating with the social community?
Social is, of course, free content. We don't
right.
charge for the free content.
Okay, so there is a level of free content available. Okay, great.
Of course.
Okay, well, we are out of time. Coffee awaits, and the final session as well. So thank you very much, and thanks to our final two speakers. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow afternoon again as well. Thank you.